Well, what would a race at Eldora be without a little controversy anyway, Barry? But anyway, folks, this is it. This is what we've all come for. We are getting ready to start the 100-lap feature. And who knows, we may not even have a caution. We've seen it go 80, 90 laps without a caution before. I've never seen a caution-free race here at Eldora, but they're very capable of doing it. We got some of the best, most professional drivers in the United States, and they're all right here at Eldora this weekend.
Well, this is without a doubt, Ken, the best of the best. And a guy that is on a roll that we talked about is the tall, cool one.
Well, I was getting ready to say, we always try to pick who the winner is. We'll pick one and see how we do. We usually ain't very successful at it, but it's a lot of fun. Now that we've through the heat races and the qualifying, Barry, what do you think? Who do you think?
Well, I would have, of course, had he not been disqualified, I would have gone with Bloomquist, but he's not in the race. And there's several cars that anyone out there, Ken, can win it, but I've got a feeling that a car to deal with here tonight is Bill Fry's been awfully quick, and Bob Pierce has been awfully quick. I want to go with Stevie Francis.
Good pick, Barry, and not a bad one. I just can't help but one of the sentimental choices here, Bob Pierce. I just got a feeling this could possibly be his year. He just picked up the biggest victory of his career, winning the North-South 100 at Florence a couple of weeks ago. And I just think Bob Pierce could do it. But I tell you who a dark horse is that nobody have mentioned that could very well win it.
Marshall Green.
No.
Marshall Green can win this thing.
There's a man starting up in the second row driving for C.J. Rayburn. If anybody knows how to set a car up for this track, it's the old man of dirt racing, C.J. Rayburn, and that's Mike Head out of Georgia. Don't be shocked if Mike Head wins it, Barry. He's a tough, hard-nosed, hard-charging driver out of the state of Georgia. He's won everything in the South. C.J. Rayburn went down there and got him and put him in one of his cars. About 3 or 4 years ago up here, C.J. Rayburn put 3 cars in the World 100, counting himself, Steve Kaczynski out of Illinois, and Charlie Schwartz. And that was the year Charlie Schwartz almost won it for him. So if anybody can do it, a long shot, dark horse candidate has to be Mike Head.
Well, I'll go with, as my dark horse, Marshall Green.
Not a bad pick at all, as he's former dirt track world championship. There's the 4Y parade going in front of the flag stand here at Eldora, and 25,000 screaming fans all around the high banks of Eldora. And this is what they've all come to see. 24 of the greatest dirt late model drivers in America.
But Ken, you know, neither one of us picked the two guys that are 1-2 in the Tampa point standings, that being Dale McDowell and Wendell Wallace.
That's right. Either one of them could win it. And I mentioned, too, during break here, even though Billy Boyer's starting dead last, until he gets put down a lap or two, he's in it. He can come from dead last and win this race, folks.
Well, you can, but you pretty much you need some cautions, and you have to use the car up, because once you go down a lap, then it's awfully tough.
I know for a fact that he can come from 19th and win, Barry, because I've seen him do it here. But we will keep an eye on Moyer for you. He's starting in the back. We'll try to give you an update as we can. We will try to keep up with the top 10 for you, or keep up with all of them that we can, because it is tough. If they're going around here, we'll do the very best we can. We will let you know who's leading.
Well, normally you end up with 4, maybe 5 cars on lead lap.
That's right. Depending on the caution. If it's caution-free for the first 50, 60 laps, one car can shoot out ahead and put several cars a lap down very, very quickly. And we're getting one to go. We are getting one to go, folks.
And keep in mind, folks, that don't stray away from that radio, because these laps really go quickly. This time the pace truck will make a sharp left into the infield, and Don O'Neill will start them in turn 4.
O'Neill, Fry, row 1. Mac Head and Darrell Lanigan in row 2. Row 3, Kevin Weaver and Bob Pierce. And we are ready to go. They are off and running.
O'Neill gets a big jump. And I would...
3 wide back for that 4th spot.
O'Neill.
And we got a caution as Chris Patterson and Clint Smith is tangled up in turn 1. Very, very quickly, Tim Logan Racing, Clint Smith, and the 0 car Chris Patterson piles up over in turn 1, most likely putting both of them out or at least way down.
Well, it doesn't look like Chris Patterson it looks like maybe just the nose piece some damage. He may get back out there.
Really hard to tell how much each car is damaged, but you can bet they are damaged.
Had we gotten this lap in,
I don't think
Don
so,
O'Neill, I said had we gotten it in, Don O'Neill would have led your first lap. But no, we didn't, because this happened on the first lap, as they hadn't cleared turns 1 and 2. But they are taking those cars off the track, and we'll have a complete restart. And as you said, Ken, that may do it for those 2 cars. We may have, before we get a lap in, eliminated 2 cars here.
Well, I didn't get to see it, Barry, so I really don't know what happened. I was trying to keep up with the front 3, 4, 5 drivers there.
It looked as if Clint Smith got in a little bit too hot and got out of shape, and Patterson caught him from the rear.
No laps in here at the feature race of the World 100. We will have a complete restart as they're lining them back up side by side.
I saw the start of it, and it looked as if Clint just got in turn 1 a little bit too hot. But we may be 2 cars down.